3, 2, 1. Time for an awkward intro. Jesus loves me, this I know. Hi everybody, my name is Namka and I'm one of the youth leaders here at Grace Family Church. Welcome to week 1 of a series we're calling How to Friend. Is everybody ready? I'll be sharing the message for week 1. And if you think about it, we Google so many things. If you go to Google right now and say how to, it probably says how to make money, how to become the next rich person, how to build a fort, how to shoot your shot. There's a whole lot of options of how to, but I don't think Google will actually tell you how to be a friend, how to make friends. And so that's why you're here on this YouTube channel today, because we're about to give you some biblical perspective on how to friend. And so you're on YouTube right now and you could probably watch a YouTube video on how to make friends. You guys have TikTok now, all these little short videos that are probably telling you, oh, this is how you should be a friend. These are what toxic friends are like. These are the red flags. These are the green flags. There's a whole lot of sources telling you how to be a friend or how you should be a friend. But how many of you actually refer to the Bible on how to be friends? Think about it. So we all start somewhere when we make friends. A lot of us start at crèche. We get there first day. It's kind of awkward. We're not really sure. Some of you threw tantrums. Some of you are really happy to gain your independence. And so you continually grow up. Next thing, it's primary school. You feel a little more solid in the friendships you have. High school comes, friends come, friends go, which is where you currently are. But we will admit that throughout that phase of crèche, of primary school and into high school, your friendships were changing. And so there's 3 reasons why your friendships keep changing. It's only natural. 1, it's because things are always changing. The people you were friends with in crèche probably didn't go to the same primary school as you, and they probably didn't go to the same high school as you, and that's only normal. 2nd is because sometimes you're not always sure where you stand in these friendships. Again, you guys kept changing schools, and so it doesn't mean that because we're not in the same schools, therefore we're not friends anymore. Quite confusing, right? And thirdly, it's sometimes because expectations aren't met. Sometimes you give a lot of yourself in these friendships and only receive a little back. And we must admit it, therefore, that friendships change. But even so, again, the whole reason we're here is to give you biblical reference on how to friend. In John 13, verses 4 to 5, it tells a story of how Jesus took off his robe, put a towel around his waist, and began washing the feet of his disciples, aka his friends. Here's the first example of how to friend. Jesus humbled himself and served his friends, washed his feet, friend. No, how can he wash his feet, friends? He washed his friends' feet, showing that in friendship, you could serve. It's not only about me, me, me. Yes, Jesus is the Son of God. He could have easily been like, guys, I've been walking around, okay? I'm the Messiah. My feet are tired. How about you wash my feet? But in this case, he humbled himself and served his friends. In Luke 6, verses 31, it says, do unto others as you'd like done unto you. And so just like Jesus, he may have wanted his disciples to serve him, but he had to take the first step, first initiative, and serve his friends. And so you're probably wondering, okay, Namka, I hear you. I need to serve in the friendships, but how do I do that practically? I'm going to give you 3 points. The first one is to think about your friends. In Philippians 2 verses 4, it says that we should look out for one another's interests and not just our own. We definitely live in a society that's me centered. It's all about me. But how many times do we think about the interests of others? In this case, the interest of your friends. How much do you actually sit and just think about, I wonder how my friend's actually doing. I wonder if they need me to pray for them right now. I wonder if they just need me there. A lot of us, sometimes it's just like, oh, but I'm the one who's sad. But are you thinking about how your friends are feeling? The second one is to listen to your friends. James 1 verses 19 says, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Again, we live in a society where in the conversations we're having, it's all about thinking about your response. Okay, they've said that, so what am I going to say to respond? But I don't think that shows actual active listening. And so what this encourages, and what James is encouraging in this case, is to be slow to speak, but rather quick to listen. Hear your friends and what they have to say. Yes, sometimes it may be complete nonsense that they speak, but the act of listening is a reflection of love. The last and final point I think is highly important is to pray for your friends. In James 5:17 it says, pray earnestly. Again, I don't know how many of us think about our friends. I don't know how many of us listen to our friends. But above all, how many of us are actually taking the time aside to say, God, I bring my friend to you this morning, and I just want to say thank you for letting them be my friend. Or, Lord, I know that home isn't the best place for my friend right now, but I ask that your spirit surround them and their family. It doesn't take a lot to be friends. In this case, it takes humbling ourselves and serving our friends. And so I hope from week 1, you are prompted to serve your friends. Yes, there should be reciprocation, but take the first step like Jesus did. Humble yourselves and serve your friends. Treat your friends the way you'd like to be treated. Thank you for tuning in this week. Tune in for week 2 when we continually tell you how to friend.